Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 6 of the ETL2 challenge. So I am obviously not at home at the moment, but I am in my truck. I was going to go and leave this morning with my husband and my kids to drop them off at school, and then we were going to go grocery shopping, and the laundry that I was working on was taking way too long because there was way too much in there. So it wasn't getting dry, and all the stuff in there was like my husband's stuff that needs to be hung up. I don't want his clothes to get all wrinkly. It's just shirts that he wears around the house, but I don't want them to be all wrinkly and stuff. And I'm certainly not going to iron. That's for darn sure. So, anyways, I am now leaving the house. He is actually on his way back from having dropped off the kids at school. So we're going to go do some grocery shopping, but I need to drop my truck off and get the oil changed. And I'm not really sure. So I'm not sure what it's like other places, but here in Texas, you have to go and get your car inspected in order to do your vehicle registration for your little sticker that you have in the window. Anyways, mine isn't due until April, but I was thinking if it's good for 90 days and it's mid-January, maybe I'll go ahead and get it done today too, and then I don't have to stop again. That would be awesome. But I don't know how long they're good for, so I need to find that out. Anyways, so I am leaving the house. I'm gonna go do that. For breakfast this morning, I was very hungry, so I had a big plate with some brown rice and a whole bunch of cauliflower, the rice cauliflower, and then some of the mushroom stuff from last night. Again, it was very, very good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I would definitely say to use a little bit less tahini, so it's got a little bit less of that tahini-ish bite that's got going on in there, but it was very, very good. It was excellent. So I did not eat all of it though because I had a massive plateful. I don't know what I was thinking, but obviously I was thinking that I needed to eat a lot because I was hungry, but yeah, it was a lot on that plate. I was not that hungry. So anyways, we're gonna go to Asian grocery store and Trader Joe's. I don't think we need to hit Whole Foods this time because the boys aren't running low on cereal yet. And then we need to go to Kroger, and I need a couple things at Costco. I made the boys banana chocolate chip muffins for breakfast this morning, and I was going to make them some bread so that they could have sandwiches this week and like once or twice this week, or toast for breakfast or something like that. And yeah, there's no flour, like at all. We have the odd flours that we would use, like brown rice flour, and I've got buckwheat flour, which is not wheat at all, no gluten in that, and a couple others, but none of our regular flour that I normally use. So I asked my husband, so you reordered that from Costco, right? Because we just order it at Costco and it gets shipped for free and stuff. And he's like, yeah, no. I totally forgot. So we're gonna stop at Costco and see if they have any. Sometimes they have it in stock and sometimes they don't. So I'm hopeful that today is the day they have it in stock, so we can buy like 2 of them and then just order it in the mail like we normally do. So anyway, that's what I'm up and doing this morning. I have no plans for lunch yet or for supper, to be honest with you. Although for lunch, seeing as we're out and we're gonna be out for quite a while, maybe we'll stop and have some hummus for lunch. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, so I can't tell you honestly what we're gonna do at this point. But maybe we'll stop and get some hummus, and I might have like a salad or something at the Mediterranean place that we get our hummus at, because it's delicious and it's wonderful, and their salads are really good too. So yeah, that's it. That's all. I don't have any more. So I'll talk to you guys again later, and I hope you're having a great day. Alright guys, so my husband and I went and did a whole bunch of grocery shopping, and got all sorts of fun stuff at Trader Joe's, like greens, and got some arugula, which is something I'm supposed to be eating while on this challenge, and I don't really know that I like arugula, but I thought I would give it a shot one more time. And a bunch of different salad mixy stuff and all sorts. So I asked the boys this morning, let's talk about lunch first. So we went to the Mediterranean restaurant, and here's a picture of what we had. So the zucchini mushroom saute thing, I ended up having, I don't know, 4 or 5, 6 bites of that, and then not having any more. Only reason being is, yes, there was oil on it, which it was a little greasy, but on top of that, it was, holy cow, garlicky. And you guys know that I love garlic, and it was, oh my gosh, a lot of garlic. So I didn't end up eating that. But the rice, probably ate about 1/3 of that. My husband ate not quite 1/3 of that, and we brought the rest of it home. And then the hummus, I don't know. I ate that with carrots. We brought carrot chips with us. Probably not 1/3, maybe 1/4 of that. Anyways, whatever. Till I was full, and it was delicious. It was wonderful. So we had hummus with carrots and some rice, veggie rice, and a couple pieces of zucchini for lunch. And that was very tasty. So anyways, I decided that for supper, I asked the boys this morning what they wanted to eat tonight. And Connor is sick. He could care less. He had no opinions whatsoever. And Preston wanted either spaghetti or nachos. I don't want to do spaghetti, and we just did that like last week. And nachos don't really make leftovers. We use organic grass-fed ground beef for the boys for a few things that we make for them, and nachos is one of those things. And we always expand it with a whole bunch of chopped up soy curls, but it still doesn't make enough. They eat so dang much that it does not make enough for leftovers. So that wasn't really an option because they have to have leftovers for school for lunch tomorrow. So then asked Owen, and Owen said that he wanted burgers and rice and yellow wax beans. So I was like, oh, I can work with that. So I was looking on Dr. Furman's website, and I found a couple of burger recipes that were in the Eat to Live cookbook. And so the one we decided on is called Sunny... I don't remember. Hang on. I think it was Sunny Bean Burgers. There we go. Sunny Bean Burgers. So I'm going to call these Sunny Bean Sliders because I'm making sliders. So I've already got a batch of these going in the oven that are boy friendly. I didn't have to change very much to make them boy friendly, which is really awesome. That's super exciting to me. But there's very few ingredients in this, and I'm really excited about this because it is super easy. And I had a bite of the one that I've already put in the oven for the boys, and it was very tasty. So you need some cooked beans to start with. So Sunny Bean Burger, so you need beans. And it says kidney or pinto. I'm just using pinto. You need sunflower seeds. I'll just tell you what you need. And I'll put the picture up obviously here so you can see it of what the ingredients are. Minced onion, ketchup, onions, let's see, where am I? Sunflower seeds, minced onion, ketchup, rolled oats, chili powder. So very few ingredients. So what you do is you take 2 cups of, I'm making double batch. And actually I'm making however many beans I have left. I'm going to have more than 4 cups of beans in here. So I'm going to use however many beans I have left and then adjust everything else accordingly. But you already saw what is in this recipe to make a single batch. So I'm going to put those in the food processor and blend them. Word to wise, you probably already know this. This just took me learning again. So I put all 4 cups in there for when I was making the boys, and then I couldn't get it to blend very well. So yeah, do like 2 cups at a time. I really do know this. I really should not have done that. Anyways, so I'm going to do probably about 4 cups of beans, and then after that gets mixed in my food processor, then I'll put everything in the bowl that I'm mixing it in. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be back with you guys in just a minute to put the rest of the ingredients in so you guys can actually see that process. I don't really think that putting it through the food processor is super exciting, so you guys aren't missing out on much when I pause this. So I'll be right back. All right guys, so I ended up actually having exactly 4 cups of beans, which was super convenient because I'm just going to exactly double this recipe. So the next thing that you want to put in here after you've got your beans, and you could have mashed these with a fork or with a potato masher, that would have been totally fine. I did leave, there are some bigger chunks of beans in here along with the mashed upness of the beans. I wanted that for texture purposes. So anyways, sunflower seeds, we buy raw sunflower seeds. You need 1/2 cup of sunflower seeds. I have a 1/4 cup measuring device out, so I will just use 2 of those. So there's that, 1/2 cup. And then you want to put in, if you're doubling this recipe like I am, you would put in 1 whole cup of minced onion. That sounds like a lot of onion, but anyways, my husband had already chopped up a shallot, like a really big shallot for the boys. So I'm going to use the other half of the shallot that he chopped up for theirs to put in ours, rather than an onion. And I think that will be just fine. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't just use that. And then the next ingredient is 2 tablespoons of ketchup. So you are supposed to use low sodium ketchup. This is the only ketchup that we have in our house, and this is the kind that we use. So this is what I'm going to use. It does have, let's see, if you're looking at sodium, oh yeah, it'll have a lot. It's like almost 600 milligrams, so 550-ish milligrams of sodium in the 1/4 of a cup, but oh well, it is what it is, you know? Oh, my husband just grabbed a low sodium ketchup. Why do we have low sodium ketchup?
Low sugar.
Oh, it's low sugar. Oh yeah, we have low sugar ketchup in the
It's
closet.
190.
It's got the same amount of sodium then. Okay, never mind. Well, thank you for checking. Anyways, so 4 tablespoons of ketchup. That needs to go in there. I know why we have that. We have low sugar ketchup for when we make homemade Messy Jacks. So Sloppy Joes, we call them Messy Jacks in our house. That's another long story, but anyways, it comes from adopting kids from Ukraine that can't remember what things are called in English. So anyway, it was very cute. So we make our own version of that with Diet Pepsi and low sugar ketchup, simply because I don't like it with the ketchup in it. It's way too sweet. But okay, so there's that. And then we want to have 2 tablespoons of rolled oats. So we have a 1/2 cup measuring device in here. Actually, I have a tablespoon measuring device out. So let's do that. All right, there's 1, and there is 2. And the last ingredient is actually chili powder. You're supposed to have, for doubling this, 1 teaspoon of chili powder. I'm gonna come real close to potentially having a teaspoon. So we'll see. Yeah, if we dump it all in there, we'll have a teaspoon. Just about. Anyway, obviously we need to head to Sprouts. We did not do that today. And then the last thing that is not on the list of things to make or to add into this recipe, but I'm going to anyway, I'm going to put a couple tablespoons of nooch in there. I think that will taste really good in the burger. So I'm going to do that because I want to. So 1 and 2. Okay guys, so that is our Sunny Bean burger recipe. And this actually mixes together really well. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, anything with powder just gets to me. Silly nutritional yeast. Whew. Okay. So this is... Okay, so I'm in the middle of mixing for you guys and the Amber Alert goes off. So yeah, had to pause that for a second. Anyway, so this is what this looks like mixed up. I'm going to make this, like I said, into sliders. So we're gonna have Sunny Bean sliders rather than Sunny Bean burgers. I'm going to start putting this together into little sliders. I'll probably have about, maybe about that much in it. But I'll show you what these look like before I get them in the oven, and then we'll talk about how to cook them as well. All right, guys, so these are awesome looking little sliders. Look at this. Aren't they cute? So they smell really good. Like, they smell really yummy. These burgers have the weirdest cooking instructions I've ever seen for a burger, like ever. So you put them on I've got them on a silicone baking mat or parchment paper or something that's oiled, something that you can get them back off of, obviously. And then you cook them in the oven at 350 degrees for 25 minutes. You let them come out. It says to cool them slightly. Then take them off. It says, I'm going to read it to you. Remove from the oven and let cool slightly. Pick until you can pick each patty, compress it firmly in your hands to reform the burger, return the patty to the baking sheet, bottom side up, and bake for an additional 10 minutes. Weird, like real weird. Anyways, I am not going to do that. I'm going to bake them for 25 minutes and then I'm going to take them out. Actually, the boys' burgers were in there for about 30 minutes before I took them out because they started smelling like they were getting really well done, but they don't look like it, so I'm not too worried about it. I am going to let them cool. And then I'm going to take a metal spatula to them to turn them over and then cook them for the other 10 minutes. So total, it's gonna be about 40 minutes cook time. I think that will work out just fine, but I will let you know a little bit later if there's any other little caveats to the cooking and how these work. But we're gonna do this, and then I don't know, gonna make some kind of a vegetable something or other to go with it for supper. And yeah, I will talk to you guys again in a little bit when these are done, and I've got a plate full of food to show you. All right, guys, so supper is served. I'm actually having, this is Brussels sprouts that are already shredded. Just sauteed them on the stove with a little bit of some garlic and some garlic powder, and there's no onion in there. And, oh, a little bit of salt on them because that's what the flavor that my son wanted. So anyways, I'm going to have some of that. And these little burgers are really good. So they were easy to cook. So they were 30 minutes on one side, let them cool down so that I could flip them easily, and then cook them again for another 10 minutes. That was no problem. So that's fine. They do fall apart really easily. So just to let you know, they're gonna fall apart. But flavor-wise, they're really good. Like, they're very, very simple, not difficult to do, but they're tasty. So they're very good. So I would totally put this in the list of burger options. And they were pretty easy to put together, so they weren't hard at all. So flavor-wise, they're also very good. Like I said, they do fall apart pretty easily, but they're good. So, anyways, that's it for me for right now. We're gonna go sit down and eat, and then after we eat, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen, and then I'm gonna go do my exercising, because I haven't done that yet, and I do need to do that. So I'm going to, I think I'm probably just gonna do whatever program is next. I think I'm on 5 or 6 or something like that. So anyway, that's it for me for today, guys. I hope you had a fabulous day, and I would definitely recommend making these burgers. They're very good. So I'll talk to you again tomorrow.